actually helps if, oh, there we go. Also helps if you turn on the mic. You want to do your thing again? Here, show 'em. Boy, we're doing stellar. Something went weird with the, I don't know. I think there was an update. Not everything. Okay.
Are we on?
Yeah, it's a struggle. I don't know.
Glad I'm not
In charge of this? Yeah.
driving that boat.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, it was a super delay on it showing up, like, you know, that we were even live. And then I didn't have the sound on because I was messing with that. So anyway, well, happy Sunday, everyone. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
We are
PM Artist Studio. We are going to be getting into some watercolor stamping. Got a little happy mail.
I'm gonna happy mail, and I'm gonna talk about my latest collage.
Wonderful. I'm going to pop out my chat. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. If you want to hang out in the background, that is totally fine. Take a seat in the back, you know. Just peek your head through the door. That's okay. We don't care. Do give those thumbsy upsies if you're hanging out and enjoying what you're seeing, what you're experiencing. I do highly recommend chit-chatting with the people in the chat because they're quite lovely people. If you want to hang out with us and many of these lovely folks that are here in the chat, that is over in the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. Keep an eye out in chat or check out the information down below in the description box. You can click the little show me more. There's lots of information there along with links to all the things that we talk about, including our website. So, got all that out of the way. Okay, close that thing. Stop telling me things there. Do turn your chat over to live chat so you don't miss anything. I'm going to pop out my chat, slide some things over. Usually I get this done before, but then we were chit-chatting and I was looking for things for Brad and all kinds of things.
Getting the
I'm
child
like,
situated.
Yes, deciding where she was going to be during the stream. All right, well, let's say hello to everyone this morning.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, I need top. There we go. Live chat. And let's see. Woo, we've got quite the crew here this morning. Do give those thumbsy upsies, y'all. Come on now. All right, we've got Anthony Art Curious.
Oh,
That's
no.
Miriam. Barbara, are you losing your jewelry?
Better than my mind. Sure, it's probably to follow.
It's a struggle
This is
today.
a crucial part of my
Ensemble.
ensemble because it keeps my scarf from moving about the cabin.
Yeah, we don't need scarves just, you know, willy-nilly choking you out. That's what always happens to me.
Oh,
Okay, we've got Barbara, Belinda, Carrie, Cindy, Colleen, Crafting with Kim, Diane, Darcy, Dana, Devin, that's Yolande, Diane, Estella, Evie, GL, Dominic, hello, you are back again, Griffin Shell, that is Rhonda, Isabel, Joan Miron, that is Joni M, Joni, Judy P, Kathleen, Kathy, Carrie, Martha, Nightbot, she's the one you want to look for as far as information, Patty Fulton's here, Panka, Respect Design, that's a Kiko, Ricky Nordmeyer.
I'll be back.
Oh, goodness. Oh, Ricky, how you doing? Did you get out of rehab? I think Saturday she got out of rehab. So happy to see.
She had another little fall.
Oh, did she? Goodness. Sherry, Silver Granny, that's Lynn. Stitching Art, that's Paula. Susan Dufresne, SWLs. Texture Junkies, that's Sharon. Shelley Studio. Tony Wood. Hello, I believe that you are new. Trish Coogan. Trish is here. Evie's here. Ah, yes, okay, everybody. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Sometimes things just don't pop up in the participant thing. All right. P's getting herself situated. I tell you, it's been quite the morning. I thought it was, I mean, we were doing really well.
Yeah,
and we weren't.
time-wise, I mean, we were,
Yeah.
I've been dressed for, you know, over 45 minutes. Usually I'm just
Yeah.
skating in under the line.
This is what happens when you have too much time on your hands.
It is.
Okay. Do I need to go topside? You should probably, you need to cover up that address.
It's over in the no fly zone.
It's in no, okay. Do you want me to go topside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Having some issues with this.
Oh, she says, read the instructions I sent with the squeezers. We did. And I was like, you better keep that. That seems like some pertinent information. There we go. Some really exciting stuff happening right there.
I'm bound and determined to make this bugaboo work.
Did you put, I think you have to put the little white thing on first.
Oh, you don't.
That was my understanding. But I guess maybe it doesn't necessarily matter. She's not reading the instructions. We may have to get Brad involved in this. He's really good at, like, the instructions.
Well, that little thing holds it and keeps the tension on.
Mm-hmm.
Then this has to go in here.
Yeah, you got to just slide it in there.
There we go. Hot diggity.
Okay, show it in the technology. See this little...
All right, here we go. Winding.
Ooh, look at that thing working. Marcia Markle sent that to us. Well, to P.
Yes, and look at my earrings.
Oh, and
somewhere, I can't find it, but I have a hand done in the same kind of filigree.
I think it's downstairs.
Is it?
I know what you're talking about, the Hansa.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or Hamsa.
And somebody told me once that it was, well, I got it at the flea market. So I really didn't know anything about its Provence. Now I'm getting a little bit off on my winding.
Mm-hmm.
But, look at that. That booger stands up like a soldier.
Look at that. That's a bonus even, because they get wonky in the little thing, especially as they...
Yeah, and they start grabbing on each other and whatnot.
You know,
all right.
Fraternizing in ways that you don't want them to.
Yeah. And I want y'all to notice that each one of those little cubic Swarovski, I never can say that word. You know, the
crystals.
Crystals. The fancy one. I know about those because I like them.
She does. I like them too. So does the baby.
Yes, and she recognizes that.
And I got a Valentine gift as well, which I tell you what,
Fabulous.
I'd take a spray over chocolate any day. Thank you so much for that, Marcia.
Tissue. And some more little windy things and instructions. I did read the instructions before I attempted that, Mariah. But Mariah got some.
Oh, here, yeah, I meant to fill those up.
Because those are her favorite colors.
They are, and I don't have any of these.
And this is an awfully nice little box, and I have to get it out of there because it's getting into Mariah's.
Hello, Candy.
Oh no!
And hello, Kimberly. And hello, CO. Got lots of new people coming in. Exciting, exciting. All right.
I did take collar up today, so if I start acting a little
Goofy, that's why.
yeah.
Poor Brad's sick now.
Yeah, we just keep passing it out.
Well, he up until this point had not really had the sickness, but I think he has it full on.
My nose just keeps running.
I didn't have that part of it. I still just have the
hopefully
stupid
this
cough.
cough. I should have taken that much earlier. I don't know what I was thinking about. Sometimes I don't.
No, we're struggling today.
Yeah, we are. Okay, what are we doing? Well, first of all, I don't know who it was that said you need to, juice up your stamp pad each time. And this is jet black. Yeah, okay, good. I was going to say, just too bad because this is what I've been using anyway, but it's the wrong color.
Well, I purchased it, so that would be my bad. I did think about that afterwards, but I was like, I didn't really even, verify. I didn't
and I don't know what the proper, I just know that it kind of gets swished, so I try not to go on the edges, because I know it's going to end up there anyway.
Start in the middle and swish it out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I know! Christy. And hello, Christy! I don't know why, I don't think you showed up in the little participant thing. I'm glad you're here with
try to
us.
kind of,
We really have. There's
wash off the extra. Hey, we got a stamp pad. The gray one?
Yeah, I just chucked it.
Really?
I mean, what else am I going to do with it? It's solvent based, so you'd have to add some oily, nasty stuff to it to...
Well, I think you should call those people up or,
It's not worth my...
bitch and moan about it a little bit.
That's not worth my time.
Yeah, okay. So we've got some circles, folks. We got circles.
Well, let me say that the circles are not in the shop yet. But they will be.
Look at that.
So, nested circle stamps.
And Fran, you recognize that in the background? That's my wipe-off that I made. I'll show you the...
Belinda said that was right. You were supposed to spread it throughout the pad. You did good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, Jacqueline.
Okay, you can see that works just splendidly. But we have 3 sizes of these little buggers.
Very exciting. Very exciting. So those will be, I will try to get those in the shop today. It will be later on. I haven't photographed them, is why. Because Pete just stamped them last night. We just were running out of energy. But you could show them the ones that are actually in the shop now. That are new.
Mariah?
This is why we should never give her anything new.
If you stack them up just right, they just make a little cake.
Yeah. Why not?
I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Just gonna have to hold your horses.
No.
Now this big mama is just, I mean, you got to move it around in order to get it.
And I think what we're gonna
juiced up.
Right. Yeah. It takes a lot to get that one done. I think what we're gonna do is there will be sets of 2, or you can buy all 4.
Look at that.
And then there are some pieces.
Super.
Are you gonna show them the inside little piece of thingies?
No, I was gonna save that for last.
Okay.
Because that's. Okay, now I don't know which one of these because I'm composing here.
Okay.
All right, I like this. This is pluses.
Yes. So these are all now available in the shop. This is basically volume 2 strippers in stamp form, but we've listed them separately because you can either get the, what we call standard or reverse.
Where should we put that one?
Nadine says it builds the desire to get them if they're not available right away. I always want what I can't have. Yeah, that's what we.
You
Yeah.
can see that. I hope you can see that works. Am I in camera here?
You're doing lovely. I don't know why it's so bouncy today, but because you keep pushing your board. Your board keeps hitting.
Be careful there.
Oh, yes.
Little honey bunny.
You right back at you.
Honey bunny.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to use that one. I don't want to use that one. I don't want to use that one or that one or that one.
So there's Puzzle, there's Jelly Shelly.
And here's the other side of
Aqueous.
Plus. It's not working very well, but the first time you stamp it, you got to really
Yeah, get it on there. Hello, Z.
goop it up. I really don't hate that.
What are you talking about? Which one is this? Okay, that's the reverse.
That's the reverse of this.
Yeah.
And then we have Molten. I like Molten.
Also known as Melting Morocco.
Let's call it Mole.
Mole,
for
Mole.
short.
Yeah, Mole for short. Mm-hmm. MM.
Get it up there where we can get a little better. Look at that. Isn't that fabuloso? And sometimes I don't like these so much. But then sometimes it's just exactly what the doctor ordered. Kind of a...
Yeah. Yeah, so just give me a little time after the stream. They will be up by later, late today. Z, are you going to stream today?
Okay, I think I'm finished with that, and that's ready for gel printing. We'll get to that later.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Christy would like to see Puzzle.
I'm going to do them all, sweetie.
She just didn't want it with that.
That wasn't working with
her vision.
my vision. Now, here's this one. This is the one I want. Okay, I've already done that one.
Oh, I love some. Yeah, I like the lava molten chocolate cake. Mm-hmm. I like that too.
Oh, did I do that? Yeah, I did. I might do that one again. I don't know.
At 11 tonight? Or 11 today?
That's like in an hour.
Yeah, which will still be on. Don't be sending people away, Sharon.
we go.
Nicely. Ah, that's aqueous. The
This is aqueous.
reverse one, I think. So that is... Are you 1 or 2 hours difference?
No, where's... Oh, here it is.
After you... Okay. So share... Is it on your channel? Okay. 2 p.m. Central Time. Go over to Texture Junkies, I believe. She'll be live. And then after that, Z goes on. If she's going to be. I didn't see if she said yes or not. I was distracted.
Okay, and here's Puzzle.
Oh, they want to see... Oh. Yeah, here, hold on. 1 second. Because we already have them stamped. Where's the bag?
Oh, well, I kind of jumped around. Look at that. That's kind of cool, though. There, that's a good one.
There you go. Here, flip through them like that. Oh, don't you hush.
I'm composing here, and you're interrupting my
I'm just...
my
It has been requested.
momentum.
Oh, I think you'll get it back. You'll be all right. That's Jelly Shelly. That's the other Jelly Shelly. That's Puzzle. That's the other Puzzle. Aqueous. The other Aqueous. The pluses. The other pluses.
There you go.
Melty Morocco and the other Melty Morocco.
Oh.
Whenever you go over to the shop and look at them, we have those same pictures with the stamps.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to see.
Now,
She's back to her, momentum.
I really like this dude. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting some kind of, see that shiny? I don't know if that's going to stay.
Oh, I doubt it does.
Kind of some cool stuff going on.
Now, if I put some embossing powder over it, we could get it to...
I don't want to listen to the air dryer. Remember, first time, got to really add lots of stuff to it, because it just, and I don't really ever, unless I'm changing colors. Okay, that looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp some watercolor paper. And I want X's. Pardon. Okay, there's 2 sides to this watercolor paper. One side has a little bit more tooth than the other. And I'm forever getting the wrong one.
Yeah.
But,
So Rhonda would like an auto subscription to stamps where they just arrive.
oh,
We are working on our new website. So in the next couple of weeks, we're pushing. Hopefully in about 2 weeks, we may end up with a new website, if all goes well. And we will have more options, better options for like ARTY perks and all of that. But as we get that, then we will... Are you looking to get into some Stamp Buddies blank foam for stamps? Are you looking to get into getting some Stamp Buddies blank foam for stamps? I don't know what that is, Susan. awesome. Darcy says her next digitals will have a Mariah cat, slouchy hat, and scarf. What is with you today?
That looks good. I think I'm just going to leave that. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to show you my little Franken-stamps.
You're welcome, SWL.
Okay. This is what Brad... These are the leftovers. And the reason we can't offer them or even say that you're going to get them is because it's... You never know.
Right. So, here's the deal. And these are the ones that come with, like, the inner part of the circle stamps. So, I'm not going to photograph them or anything like that. But, if they come out alright and we can ship them with it, I will. Much like we do, like, with the outer bits and things of that nature.
I just rolled it up. It came like it's...
Because it was really thin.
Yeah, it was super thin, you can see. But this is what they kind of look like. And I'm working on this one. I think that one's going to be quite nice. And then this is
Lisa.
just the inside, and I don't know what happened to the rest of them.
Hello, April.
These little guys, you need to tell Brad to save those for me.
Well, again, it may not have been something, or he might have just... I don't know.
Well, he's going to have an inside to the circles, Mariah. I mean, you know,
I don't know.
unless there's some kind of a magical disappearing act.
There's magical disappearing acts that happen around here. It's magical.
Magical.
Yes.
Magical. Okay, check the sides again. Don't just flop it down there. Okay, let me see here. Let's have a little...
Oh, okay. What Susan was talking about is it's a stamp pad that you can add your own India ink or Sumier acrylic inks or... Okay, that was like what we saw with the acrylic ink thing. Just those blank pads.
Oh.
That's what she was talking about. It's called Stamp Buddy. Didn't know that. See, I'm learning things. Thank you, Susan. See, Brad says they burn up.
Yeah, oh, they burn up.
Yeah, you can't always get them.
Oh.
Yeah, like they just kind of melt down.
Oh.
It's a laser, you know. It's hot.
Here, I like this little guy. And I can use both sides and they're different. Beep, 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 beep.
And then
beep.
there's the magic.
Beep, 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 beep. You just have to, you know, take that one and then you can go over it with this one. So that's, I don't know. I think they're interchangeable. Isn't that fun?
Beep, beep.
Beep, 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 beep. And I do have another one. It's a little bit different. It was my first one. It's still kind of sticky.
Yeah, you need to work
I haven't
on
got
your...
my tape really under control on that one.
Didn't have it tight. It's a little loose. That's fantastic, though.
Well, when you're just making a textured pattern, a textured background, and you're not,
Yeah.
you know, it's, yeah. Come along and, you know, add some little.
No, the sound effects do not come. Although Isabella did mention that she thought that it would be cool if they could light up so you could find them.
She said that'd be good for your glasses, didn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
She's just such a little troper. I really like this. I like, oh no, did I use this one yet?
Oh, people are loving this. Yes, it's supply your own sound effects. Everybody's stamps may make a different sound.
Yes, they may.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't even used any of old Shelly.
Oh, that's
I
fantastic.
don't really like that edge so much there, so we'll just... Here. Composing as we go. Look at that. Okay, now what? Oh, I want to do puzzle because I like puzzle.
Oh, thank you, Susan.
You know, the reason I want to get these stamped is because I'm going to get this out of here so we can go on and do the
The watercolor.
Watercolors.
But it helps if that's all kind of dried up.
And I don't know if, I don't know if this takes a while to dry or whatever. Oh,
It should be pretty quick because it's going directly onto paper and you're not dealing with it sitting on top of anything. When it sits on top of paint or anything like that, I have noticed that, yes, it does take quite some time.
Oh, yeah. So I'm glad that we're doing this now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's just see here. What other one did I want to? I like this. This is kind of, I can use some housey-wowsy colors with this. Kind of make it kind of... Yeah.
Yeah, the watercolor paper should suck it right up. That's what I was trying to... Yeah, good call, Eddie. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so the other thing that I've been playing with here on the watercolors, and that's what brought all this back out, is this thing called granulation. Y'all know about that? I know some of you do. It's not a new concept.
And then Eva, I noticed that in her comment back to you, she's like, so you're talking about like the watercolor granulated stuff? Yes. That is what she was... Oh, I like that.
That looks very spiky, don't you think?
Now, this is volume 1. These have been out a bit. This is the jacks, jumping jacks, I think, or jumping X's or something like that.
And all the rest of my X's from Texas are in the
Hey,
thing,
Mary
so
Ellen.
we're just going to have to go with it. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to...
Well, if you need assistance, let me know. Here to help.
Are you?
Yeah. Even though you've been kind of mean to me. I still love you. People were saying that looked like a clam.
Clam?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I also have it looking like bunny ears.
Just getting ready for Easter.
Okay, I like that. Alrighty, so we're ostensibly, I'm going to just grab my box here. Put all these little bugaboos in this box.
She'll organize that later.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I will.
Get them into the fancy boxes.
I'll get them into the fancy boxes. But my fancy boxes are over here and they've got a whole bunch of other stuff on top of them. And I apologize for not having cleaned up my thing here. But it's okay because it's probably going to be kind of messy.
Yes.
Anywho. Okay. So.
Yes, is putting them in a box is organizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Did you notice my accessories that went along with my lovely earrings and
Yes.
everything? My little...
Although I don't know if we actually had sound whenever we were talking about some of that.
Seriously? All of that wasted witticism.
I was flustered and things.
Wasted witticisms.
Yeah, wasted witticisms. We'll talk about that on Thursday.
Oh my gosh.
Some Thursday thoughts for you.
There you go. And I really have, I love these little watercolors. But number one, I can never remember which side of this is, and if I don't clean it up, it gets stuck to the other side.
Well,
I need to make sure I kind of wipe those down because this gum Arabic is a bit sticky, I think. I suspect.
I mean, it seems like
It's not
it's
gum
even...
Arabic. It's granulation medium, but I think the main ingredient in here is gum Arabic. It doesn't say that on the back. This is from Winsor Newton. It's made in France.
Did you put your ink pad in with the stamps?
No, it's right back here. Why?
I don't know.
I put them into I have one of the boxes. We might need to order a new set. I'm getting
That was just asked.
double layer.
She's about due for a new set of them.
Yeah, okay.
We've got to
So I watched somebody, and I really,
deal with this over here.
it makes me angry that I don't remember who it was that I was watching with the granulation. Oh no, here's Seahorse.
I don't know how that little random seahorse.
And obviously, they don't expect people who have, arthritis to order this stuff because the bottle top, I don't understand.
They need
All right, now,
friendly.
here's the thing about this stuff. You need to use, see where that is in the pipette? You need to use at least that much. As I started off with little dribbles, this ain't a dribbling kind of thing. You want to just give her a good shot right off the bat. And as you dilute it with your paint and your water, you might need to, refresh your granulation.
Can you slide that in a little bit? You're out of picture with that. Perfect. There you go. Just a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. And I have my lovely little containers of water here that are... Okay, so I started off and I was just, my favorite method of doing stuff is playing in the puddle. All right, well, I was really trying to get that granulation to work, and all I came up with was some kind of muddy crud there. And I sort of like this, and I think what I'm going to do on this, oh, dang, I meant to stamp on this.
Well, you
Oh,
still
well, that'll
can.
have to happen later. The other thing about it is once you've got this down and it's kind of, this way, and I can tell you right now that's the wrong side. It's not going to stamp worth a darn. But look at that granulation. I'm going to hold that up to the technology.
Yeah, a little bit more wild. A little.
There.
There.
We need to have something,
I thought, like, if I had a little string that dangled down, but then that would always be showing. I don't know. Little laser.
No, it needs to be one of those things like I see on those, like Wakanda, where they were swishing that stuff around, and it was just up there.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
something.
Things just happen in technology.
Yeah.
Hello, Gina.
Here's some little circles. You can see that granulation. Now, here's when I really started,
Figuring it out.
yeah, we're in the tall cotton right there.
Very nice.
Now, this boogeroo took forever to dry. And you can see how it's
Yeah.
warped.
There you go. Turn
This
it.
is not really high quality watercolor paper. It's some Canson. But, I'm happy with it. I don't have to have premium.
Yeah.
In fact, that premium watercolor paper, a lot of times I'm a little intimidated. I want to make sure I don't mess anything up.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it is. It's a high dollar.
It's like using the fine china.
Yeah. All right, well, let's just get something on here.
Hello, Star.
Okay, I've already got some color over here, and I need to make sure I've got my color mixed up before I start.
Just the granulation stuff, Christy.
Yeah.
Did you use salt or just the...
Just granulation, no salt.
Yeah.
I do know about salt, and I like salt. All right, and I'm hoping my watercolors are where you can see them.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, so these are my watercolors, so I can dig holes in the middle of them if I want to.
They are. I don't use these.
Okay, let's get some water in there. I'll tell you what, these metallic ones.
And that's usually where it goes, just to live in the cabinet and look at it and,
What?
the fine china. And we didn't get fine china, like, for our wedding. I was like, we're
It's
getting...
utilitarian.
Yeah, we need dishes that we can use.
And we do.
Darcy says, hashtag violating watercolors like a pro.
And you can tell I'm not terribly concerned about contaminating the colors. Pardon me, I did take cough syrup today. All right, well, we're just going to get some water down here. Hither and yon. And come over here and see how we're granulating. Obviously not.
There's something in the air today. I don't know. It's weird.
Well, that's kind of weak. There we go. I'm just kind of trying to match the feel of the Okay, look at that granulation.
Oh.
Whoa, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly why they're not fun to use, because a lot of times they have like that gold or the silver on them, and you can't run them through the dishwasher.
There we go. Or use them in the microwave. You know, set off a firestorm of
Oh,
hell
I was
and damnation when you do that. Woo!
Eddie, I don't know that I was a consultant, but I worked in the Macy's tabletop section where, you do all that. I broke out in hives. People stress me out so much. I'm like, I can't do this job. It's horrible.
It was...
People getting married are not nice people. Let's just say that. And their mothers and their mother-in-laws are not very nice people.
Okay, what I like about these colors here, obviously I like red a lot. Well, I like that magenta color there. So we're just going to kind of mix this up a little bit more over here and see if we can get some little stronger color here. With our granulation. Okay, there we go. Can you see that granulation happening?
Yes.
Yeah. Ain't that great stuff? Let's get our blue. I kind of went crazy with the blue the other day. I thought, well, I'm going to use something different here. I don't like that.
Yeah,
Let's get that a little browned out a little bit. Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
And you can sit here and, pick at it and mess it with it. And if I had lots of... Obviously, I did on those. And I really like that kind of, just slap dab.
Slap dab?
Because once you've got... Yeah. Okay. That over yonder. Put that over yonder. It's kind of puking out on the ends there, but that's all right. We don't care about that.
Joni wants to see the granulation a little closer. Can you show one of the ones that was dried again and show it up in the thing?
Yeah.
It's the
my
kind of
best
gritty
one.
looking stuff.
Is that good?
Yeah. So what happens when you mix that stuff in with your regular watercolors, it creates that.
It kind of clumps it.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. I'll have to I'll just do one without my... I'll just show you on.
Maybe do one line side by
Okay,
side, with and without.
I'm just going to do a granulation here so that you can really see it. All right, we want to get some serious color going here.
That's fun.
Okay, can you see what's happening there?
And those of you that are on mobile devices like iPads or your phone, remember you can like zoom in. You can do the little finger thing and it'll zoom in. I try to keep the camera up a little higher so you can see the paint palettes and things of that nature when she's doing this sort of thing, but I know it's kind of nice to be able to zoom in, but I don't have those capabilities with this particular camera. Ooh, look at you getting spattering. Diffusion, Anthony says.
Yes, and see where it's starting to do that? All right, as it goes along there, you can come back in and grab some more granulation. Okay.
Oh, when you zoom in, you lose chat. That's a bummer.
The reason I like playing in the puddle is because I just think you can get such cool things happening.
That's funny, Dana.
Pardon?
Does anyone know what's in the granulation medium that makes
I
it do
think
that.
gum arabic is what I remember seeing somebody say something about.
Let me read
It does
the
not say. I promise you, I've read it.
It says for maximum effect, dilute color generous. Say that word for me. Generously. There we go. Goodness. That one wasn't come off the tongue very well. With medium alone. And always work with painting horizontal. That's funny. I'm not sure why they had to put that in there, but that makes me chuckle. Increases granulation of color. That's all it says.
See, we're getting some lovely granulation. See how it pulls to the edges? And then when I hook in from my wet on dry, and then I hook into those bubbles of paint, and it's really starting to work right now. Now, these up here I didn't have any granulation on. But it will continue to pull and move about. All right, I'm going to see if I can... Mariah, is it showing?
Well, I don't know if you want to pull the camera down straight.
I can't move this.
Right.
Because if I move this, we're going to have some serious problems.
And maybe people are less interested in the color of paints that you're digging into and probably more interested in like what's happening on the paper. So, if you can bring that camera down straight and not get too crazy, I'll hold on to the arm. Okay, well, so that way you can still work in there. How's that, guys? A little better?
Okay, see how it's pulling and doing stuff there? Isn't that just... I think it's just fascinating.
Rod says, well, I only paint vertically, so I guess I'm out. I know, it's like... That's funny.
But you can watch those little guys just move about. It's the most interesting thing. I mean... Oh, there is a good one.
Yes, and I think some of those nibs and... what is it? Nibs, inks, and pen nibs and ink. Some of hers actually have it in there.
Yes, they do.
Because they do that.
There, look at that. Now, that's some of that, and I wish I could tell you which color it was.
Oh, hey, Patty.
Is that Pat? Oh,
she says watercolor. You'll have to go back with a stencil when it dries and lift off the color through the stencil.
You know, I thought about that, but my problem is my color's so weak. I need to get some stronger color on there so that you can tell where I've been lifting off, because my experiments with that were really lame. I mean, I'm not even going to show them to you because they're really sad. But now I think this is some awesome stuff here. Now that's that, whatever. It has a little red in it. I like this green stuff too.
Oh, Carrie Griffiths wants to know, would this work on watered down acrylics? Probably.
I have no idea.
I would think so.
But you want to let the water work for you. Don't fight the water.
Barbara says, can you use powdered gum arabic and add water? Does that work too?
I have no idea. But that would be something I would be interested in knowing about.
Yeah.
Because I think you know, Van knows more about this stuff than I do. Because he's I don't know, he's got some in his stuff. Now, I don't know what this is.
What are you talking about? What is this?
This is one of the inks. I think it's that black stuff.
One of the inks.
One of the inks. One of the metallic watercolors.
Oh.
Well,
yes,
that's pretty
Darcy,
cool.
definitely. Yeah, I think that's probably what they were talking about too. Is that this would not be a technique that you want to do on an easel because it all just,
Oh yeah, because
it's very wet.
and it has to be. All right, let's come back in here and let's get some more.
Generously. Why does that sound terrible? Generously. Struggling with that
Get
today.
some more of this action going on here with this, going someplace. All right, look at it. See it moving? See it? Did you see it?
Christy says she used powdered gum arabic in a gouache when she's doing calligraphy, and it does granulate slightly, so it might work with the acrylics. Eva says the Winsor Newton website says different paint colors can affect the granulation.
Absolutely. And what I've noticed about the blue granulates nicely. The yellow, it's
Not so much.
The yellow doesn't granulate so much. Can you see that? Because this blue granulates really nicely. And then we got over here where it was sucking in, and permeating the, that was unintentional, but afterwards I kind of thought it was kind of cool. But you can see it really globbed up there. But here's some granulation occurring over here. But the yellow, not so much. And even the red, not so much. So, FYI.
True that.
There you go.
Anthony says he read that oil painters use lapis lazuli ground up to get their blue in their paintings in
Yes,
the
that's
Renaissance.
an ancient, that's what Leonardo da Vinci and, all those people back in the day.
Back in the day.
And if you watch that Tim's Vermeer, he grinds his own paint. Because that's what Vermeer would have done. They used to have apprentices, that did the grunt work.
Yeah. we need some of those around here.
Boy, I'll say. Okay, now, here we go. I need somebody to whack me because I think this is done. And the thing about it is, this is going to be very crucial. Moving your watercolor about when it's at this stage right here can be disastrous.
Do you need a little board? Do you have one?
I do have one right here.
Eva says that since gum arabic is a separate medium, she doubts that it is what granulation medium is. I was kind of wondering about that too. It's like maybe it's one of those things where they just
to move this without it running. If I just don't knock it.
And Rhonda says that she thinks the gum arabic just may be the carrier.
Oh, the liquid part.
Yeah.
So there's something else in there.
Right.
Oh, okay. I do not know these things. This is my maiden voyage.
Well, it's so funny. She was like, have you ever heard of this granulation stuff? I'm like, oh my God, I told you about that a while back and you said you weren't interested. So, there you go. She's like, I'd like to order some now. I'm interested.
This is really cool. Look at how it's kind of resisting on the edges of the...
Yeah.
Sometimes I just have to knock it back down.
Some watercolor people tape their stuff down. I've seen that.
Yeah, they do. I don't have time for that.
No. We're moving on. This is mixed media. This ain't watercolor.
I just want to get something interesting down here, and then I want to granulate it.
Xandra says, isn't it ox gall that makes it granulate? I don't even know what that is, but it sounds fascinating. Oh, it's a trade secret. Yes. Got lots of people interneting. Google.
Interneting?
Google that. Get us note up, y'all. Make this stream really awesome. And if you're really enjoying it, do give those thumbsy upsies.
All right. Just kind of let that, squish around a bit.
And hello, Carol. Welcome.
Don't like that.
Oh, thank you. So glad you're here.
If something happens and you don't... Oh, look at that granulation occurring there.
Ooh, that looks wonderful.
doesn't it?
Love that purple stuff. I hope the purple stays.
You just hope it does, and that
Looks like the yellow's taking it over.
dadgum yellow.
It'll be brown in a bit. Hi, Michelle. That's really wonderful.
This is the end of your brush technique. It's not a well-known one, but it works. If you're lazy and don't tape down your paper, you can do this.
Oh, good call. If you zoomed in and you want to click it back, be sure to click back to live chat so you're not missing anything whenever you zoom back out. Because it resets it, I believe.
Trying to get a little bit of a line going there. Maybe
Hello, Diana.
establish some of our nice purples there. They're going to brown out.
Okay, Anthony Cody's got some information for us in quotes. It says ox gall is gall usually obtained from cows.
Yeah.
That is an ingredient in bile soap and mixed with alcohol and used as a wetting agent in paper, marbling, engraving, lithography, and watercolor painting. It is a greenish-brown liquid mixture containing cholesterol, lecithin,
Got to trade out my brushes here.
taurocolic acid, and glycolate. Oh, my mouth's not working today. Have to read it in the chat.
Sucking up some of the purple. Some of the yellow.
Yellow, yes. It sounds gross. Yeah, no animals. Words are very hard today. Schminky sells ox gall by the pan. It makes watercolor race across the paper. Isabel says granulation medium separates the color and allows the pigment to settle into the surface of the paper with the textural quality.
Yes.
And the gum arabic will help it stick. It is the medium in most watercolors. From Kathleen. Man, you guys are rocking it.
Get you a bit of a mop up here. That's deli paper's working great.
Oh, that is why the QOR watercolors, and I think that's a golden, because that's, I think Darcy was talking about that earlier. That's why the QOR watercolors move more. Because Darcy was saying that she had some golden ones that do that a lot more so.
Alrighty.
Core. Oh, QOR equals core.
There you go. And I do know that you have this pink and this.
Try it.
This Naples is Naples yellow and Indian yellow are opaque, and this lemon yellow is slightly. And this is magenta red. Yeah. Okay, let's just get some of that going on here.
Is it activating the stamping?
No, it doesn't seem to be.
Awesome. Very happy about that. I mean, it says that those are waterproof, but I don't know, because you just stamped not too long ago, and sometimes...
Yes, I didn't give it much time to...
fully dry.
Fully dry. There you go. Now, again, I'm going to try and get some of this.
Bye, Patty. Thanks for hanging.
What did I do with my...
Susan says, so granulation is the effect you get when the pigment particles...
hand me my granulation fluid back, please.
Oh, yes. When they clump up, and rather than settling evenly on the painted surface. As a very general rule, the finer the particles, the less they granulate. So, phthalos and quinacridones, being very fine and even-sized man-made particles, appear very smooth in a wash. Fantastic.
Hey, y'all.
We're learning things.
All right, now, I just put some more granulation fluid in here, and I'm just going to see if I can get it to do its thing out here with my already in the works.
Ah, Kathy says, when using granulating watercolor, it is best not to work the paint on the paper. Once it granulates, you will want it to dry. Yeah, to dry that way. Yeah, so don't
Yeah. Got it.
Oh. Isabel says, granulation medium causes skin irritation, causes serious eye irritation, contains cobalt borate, neodecanate
Oh, that's wonderful.
complexes, may produce an allergic reaction. There you go.
Okay, well, I'm not touching it. I'm leaving it on my brush.
Many of the natural earth pigments, ultramarines, cadmiums, and of course Daniel Smith Primatex, have larger, more irregular particle sizes and granulate beautifully. There you go. Thank you, Susan and Isabel and Kathy.
Yeah.
You guys are rocking it. Thank you for the information.
All right, I'm going to try to get this over here.
Ah, you could further increase the granulation by using rougher paper and more water.
True, but remember where I'm going with this.
Just stamping.
And then I'm going to gel plate over this. That's where I'm going with it. So I'm trying to use, so I do realize that, and I noticed that, and I think the woman that I watched is the one I think she's the same one that did the trees for Christmas. Remember? She made the little template cutout and then did some techniques on that.
So that was is it
who was
Diane? Not.
All right, let's see if we can get some black granulation going on here.
Is it Nikki or there's a Nikki and there's a Diane, and then I was trying to look to see.
And I always put a little blue with my black so it doesn't turn into like ucky-oo.
Jolene would like to know: are you supposed to mix with the paint in a puddle first?
Well, I've got it mixed over here. Can you see my little
No, because we kind of
dish?
went up. Well, you gotta slide it over a little bit more now that we went in closer. There you go.
Okay, see my little dish here? I squirted that stuff directly in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And now I'm not using any wet on wet at all. I'm just coming in with a loaded brush and picking up as much of the granulation stuff as I possibly can.
That has paint in it now in her dish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I went in and got some blue and some black, and
Well, I think it's cool because we have so much information kind of coming in, and like it would take me forever to like look all this up and even remember it. It's so nice that it comes in naturally. So you guys are helping out big time. I really appreciate that.
yes, we do.
It makes us seem really smart.
And I was messing around with this, so I didn't. I wanted to know all that information, but I have X amount of time, and
Yeah.
and I don't have a lot of experience with this.
So P is using some of the little, the more pigmented paints, so not the shiny ones. There we go. That's the better term. Are Renaissance. You can get those over from April Mathis on a little creative. One second, I have a link. I didn't do announcements today. Need to do that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's a little creative me is what it is. So
That's granulating mighty fine. You see that, everybody?
So the regular watercolor colors are the Renaissance ones that are here in the little half pans. Now,
This one. Now, these... Oh, this is... Yeah, that's
Yeah.
these. This one is Lucas Krill.
Krill. I don't know. It was a weird special little Well, I guess it's still available, but you got it on sale.
I got it on sale.
Like super
That's
sale.
the only reason I bought it,
Yeah.
because I really didn't need any more water. I have a suitcase full of watercolor
does.
paints.
I haven't made her give some away. Yes. So, that's happening. And then the more metallic-y ones are from Nibs.
The
Here,
nibs
hold on.
people.
I'll give you that link. I can see if I can find, it's been a while, if I can find the one on, because you got that on Amazon, that Lucas Krill one.
Maybe.
Or did you get it
It
from
might have
Blick?
been Blick.
I kind of feel like that too. But, Lucas.
Okay, so I'm still playing in the puddle here. My brush is still wet with that stuff. And I'm just kind of trying to pull some of that and get some cool looking lines here. But the other thing about the stamping is it kind of, and there's nothing worse than looking at a white piece of paper. You know, to
Right.
really dampen your enthusiasm for painting. So you get some stamping down there and you're going, hey, you know, this is no problem at all. And you know what my other backup is here? I've got two. Opaque colors, or I can gesso it. Oh man, look at that cool stuff that's happening there. Water action.
Hey, so that little Lucas Krill set, which you get a brush and the little carrier case
This
and
whole-
all that, is
yeah.
like $35, $36. Not too bad. And they're nice watercolors.
They're very nice watercolors.
So there is that link there. Ooh, I don't know why I didn't put the link with it, because, well, I'm losing my mind. One second.
I love how this mixed right here. I'm going to try to get some more of that to occur.
Try that again.
Kind of purpled out on me.
There we go. Ah, Xandra says Nibs has the best neon pink. She has some cool stuff.
She really
Cool
does.
colors. So there are all the links to the different watercolors that P is using currently.
Oh, look at that little jobber there. Let's do some more of that. I like that. This is that one that it halos out to kind of a pink. You know, and whatever you do one place, just do it someplace else. And
Hey, Jeanette.
all right, now I'm going to try something here, and this may be the wrong thing to do. Okay, I'm getting my wet brush, but I'm squeezing as much water out of it as I possibly can, getting it to a lovely knife sharp point, and I'm going to suck some of this water out. That's my... So that
Oh, Xandra has some handmade watercolors too. Well, that would be awesome. We would feel very special for that. Julie, what do you mean? Are you talking about watercolor pan set? A unique kind.
Okay, I'm going to use my come in with my smaller brush.
Now, the little Renaissance ones, they did not come in the tin. We got that over on Amazon.
Yeah.
And so that's why they're mixed in with the ones from Nibs.
Yes.
But Nibs is great. She puts little magnets on the bottom and everything, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely some...
Legit.
Yeah.
Could you spray some of that stuff, then use use sprays? I don't know. Probably.
Well, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I mean, because it's really just hanging on to those pigments.
Now, you can get as nitpicky as you want here. I'm really liking this
Yeah,
a lot.
I think you need to leave it alone. Let it.
I think I do too, and I'm loving this granulation that's occurring down here. I want to possibly get a little bit more of that granulation, and I'm going to see if I can scoop up some of that granulation here.
Well, okay, some watercolors come with it in there. We've noticed that. But
well yes, the I would say some of the umbers.
Well, and even like those specialty mix ones, like we were talking about with the nibs and stuff, because they do this. They have.
Yeah, they pull out into different. Yeah, whatever.
Well, maybe, okay, so we were talking about perhaps doing a Wednesday stream with me after Fran. So that way it's not so late in the evening, because the 2 times that we have done that, it is very tricky, and because we got a little baby that needs to go to bed about that time. So that gets very tricky. So we're kind of thinking about Wednesdays, and that could be something that maybe I try out on Wednesday. What do you guys think? And yes, I got some new sprays I'm very excited about.
Yeah, that actually are what they say they are.
Yeah, like they're in their containers, not just
original
random mixes that I've put together.
I don't
Hope they don't smell like vomit.
I love this granulation that I've got going on here, but it really I don't have anything happening elsewhere.
Oh,
so what I'm going to try to do is see. I've got some of it started there.
Show the granulation fluid again, because we had some people pop in.
Oh.
So, it's just the Winsor Newton, and that's what she has over in the dish that she's, she goes into her paints, then puts that, and she's putting that into the little dish there.
With the pipette. I
Right.
just suck it up, shoot it in there.
Okay, we're good.
And what I've got going on here is a lot of this, what it looks like it's
You can put that down now.
black. It has blue in it also.
Oh, yes, silver granite. Yeah, definitely, Lynn. We will do that. I will post in Makers like I normally do. Those of you that get the email notifications, we will do that. It'll be like regular, run stream. And then
There we go.
might become something that's regular. I mentioned that too, Carrie.
What is it?
Carrie said that he thinks that 3 lives is a lot of work. How about dedicating one of the existing streams to Mariah Makes?
I'd be well. I wouldn't hurt my feelings. I'm getting to be quite the expert on reading this chat.
Oh, I like that. I like that you feel that confidence. Uh-huh.
I do. Okay, we need to darken up our. All right, there we go.
All right.
See, I'm trying to balance that so that doesn't look like it's the only place on here that.
Oh, Carrie, I know that the late one would not be one that a lot of our UK people would probably want to go to, but then we were trying to expand a time, a time when it was just a later one.
Yeah.
For like our Australian crowd that, it's late, or it's kind of midday, I think, for them. Is that right, Julie? Isn't that like midday?
All right, you can see some nice granulation coming, kind of going on out there. I think I'm getting that balanced. So some more granulation fluid, a little bit more black here because I want this to come down here. I'm trying to touch it onto the places where there's not any paint, because that's when you get your best.
Yeah, the Oh, that's a pretty good idea too. Candy says maybe every other week.
Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm not going to rinse my brush.
Jacqueline says, whatever fits your family schedules. Your family schedule is great. However, I was looking forward to not being depressed on Wednesdays due to withdrawal.
Doing what?
Due to withdrawal. That's so sweet, Jacqueline.
I'm trying to make room over here.
Yeah, so when we're on, so yeah, it's the sort of Sunday is Monday. Is that right? Yeah, so yeah, this is 3 a.m. for Julie right now.
3 a.m.?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, she's a trooper. I'll have to send you something. You get a prize. Woo!
Yeah.
That's some. Okay, I'm going to keep the water to the outside here so that I can come in and do close-ups.
I like your leaning in there. That's good.
Well, I have to.
Yeah.
Because I want to get it, I want a hard edge there, but then I want to get some, blooming like that.
Yeah, Judy P's more likely to probably stay up till 3 a.m. I know how she is. Her and Lisa stay up late. Oh, Nadine would love it. Yeah, your jewelry has been talked about quite a bit today. Some people say that you could send them if you're willing to, give it up, or when you're sick of it, or whatever.
What is that?
Your jewelry.
Oh.
But Nadine would like a tour of P's jewelry someday. Well, maybe if we ever move and everything is all nice and clean and dusted off, that's when that'll happen. Because otherwise, it's... Yeah. Or if we hit the lottery and we can pay people to come in and organize us and do all that.
Trying to see where my water is here. Where's water?
Oh, they want some close-ups of your rings.
We're fine. I have to get a little bit more water down here.
This is looking pretty cool.
Ah, there we go. Now we're getting some water action. And some nice granulation going on.
Thank you, Belinda. That's very sweet.
Yeah, you have to just give me a minute and I will. So I've talked about my rings before, I think.
Some of those, I think, these are some of your go-tos.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, now I'm coming in with my little brush. While that's still wet there, you can see that it's still wet. And tightening up the This is when you need that thing in the middle of your forehead, right? Everybody knows about that.
Maybe a little weight, like would be nice.
I'm going to leave some of those white spaces showing because that's what
Bye, Karma. Thanks for
what
hanging.
makes it a watercolor.
Kathy says watercolor will travel with the water if you use a brush with a clean water to create areas you want to paint
Yes.
to
ma'am.
live. Then drop the color into those areas and the tip of your brush, with the tip of your brush.
Yes, like that. Blooming.
Bloomin' paint. Now I want a
I
bloomin'
like
onion.
blooming paint.
Oh, nice. Carrie just bought himself a small pan of watercolors to take on vacation.
Oh, absolutely. And I can do this because some of this is still kind of wet. Now you can see that's not traveling very well there. I didn't like that. It got too dry on me. I was dawdling. Okay. I know I'm okay with that because it's still on the edges. And I could come out here and do some little hoop-de-doos out in the middle, but I'm not going to right now.
Jacqueline, we're always here.
What's my time frame here?
You got about 20 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to stop all this nonsense.
Okay.
Oh, my rings. I think I've talked about them.
A little bit.
Yeah. This is from my Mimi.
Grandma Francis.
And I don't even know what that is, but I'm thinking maybe it's, I don't know. But this is Moonstone. And this came from one of my students, Jonathan. And isn't it wonderful? I love it. This is a bracelet of Mariah's that fell apart.
I was going to say that.
It used to have another part that came over here, but...
And I don't like it because I'm furry. And it grabs the fur on my arm.
If it moves up your arm, it will do that. And this is Frida.
It's like one of those epilator things.
And it used to be one of those, see, ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
It's digging in my arm.
Oh,
One of
Frida.
those expandable elastic things, and I took it apart and made it into a
proper bracelet.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked because Izzy made me this one.
With some of
Isn't
her,
it
yes.
gorgeous?
She got so many beads for Christmas. She loves
and
them.
this came from Ann Laver when I was queen, and I quite like it a lot.
When you were? Were you dethroned?
No, but when
you were made
debuted as queen.
Okay.
This is from.
And I just noticed that the camera is like in the camera.
I think this was Mimi's. And there's a necklace that goes with it. It's kind of a choker thing.
Yeah.
Which I don't do those anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not going to dump this out because this is some good stuff here. So I'm just going to very carefully move that over here, where my other. Oh, I can't move that. I wish I could show you that. This one's pretty much.
Oh, they want you to show the earring.
Oh, yes.
That was from Marcia.
Now see that filigree stuff out there?
Now, see, you could hold that up higher. There you go.
Is that good?
Fantastic.
I'm having itchies.
Yeah. Maybe it's the granulated stuff. You need to wash your hands better.
Could be. But I do have a hand that goes with that style of. But look at that. That's a what do you call it?
Paisley.
Paisley. An arabesque. Perhaps. This is my ear that when I was 24 years old before I pierced my ears. They did this side and it's perfectly straight. But I think I pulled away on this one or something, because this one you have to get just the right angle. It's wonky.
We got a wonky ear.
Got a wonky ear. Okay, I got a little bit of stuff, you know, falling off the page there. I think that's very nice. That looks very watercolory. I think this one looks very nice. I'm liking the, can you see the granulation occurring there? Yeah. That's some good stuff. And we got some granulation occurring here. Yeah. Those will be fun. Those will be fun. All right. Now, the other thing that she sends you
Our little tester things.
yeah,
Little samples.
little samples, and I forget about them because I've got them in here underneath my magnetized
Older.
belly band. But I love this one's called Lazy Eye. Isn't that great?
Yeah, you need to play around with that one. That one looks cool.
I know. And I've done this one. This is Barstead. Eugenie, Copenhagen.
Graham.
Graham?
I think Graham.
Oh,
And Graham.
Two of those.
Well, we've ordered twice, so I would assume that maybe she
Yeah.
has some kind of, you know, ones that she is.
And here is Samba.
Oh, Julie says, quick, wet wipe your fingers, so then that way you don't have any of that granulated stuff on there.
Okay. And there's Tornech. I don't know.
No.
I almost think that they're named after, like, some of those are named after places.
Probably.
And then I did a little swatch. And so I would know what the name of the colors are to reorder. And that's a good trick to remember. Because, and see, I don't have, but I can go on their site and find them. But these are the colors that are in there. I do like this little guy here.
Xandra says that Nibs has some named after her.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, nice little, and this would close if I didn't have all that crap in the top here. But I don't really care.
Note, if your ears start itching, it's because of the granulation. Because you've, you know, touched your earring and everything. So if your ear gets real itchy.
I love how you guys are looking after
I
me.
know. They're very sweet people.
Taking good care of me. Alright, we'll just pile this back here. And, but I'm already itching.
Oh, Mariah, are you feeling any fume effects from the medium? I did a quick test and she could taste it.
What is it?
Are you talking about the granulation stuff? No, I hadn't. I mean, I would say that a lot of it isn't airborne because it's all,
Well, if it's dust.
it's
but,
wet. Yeah.
I doubt that any of it's becoming airborne if it's wet.
But I don't know
Okay.
that.
Gosh, this just looks like. But I'm not throwing that away. I'll use that to wipe up other stuff. When I really got in the messed up here is when I was stamping.
Oh, you are way, you are way
I
sensitive.
forget it goes through the tissue paper. And I was stamping tissue paper. Okay, pipettes are great things to have. And I rinse that off and I'll put that back up there. All right.
What else are you doing?
I'm going to get out my composition. I have to clean up my area here.
Okay.
So I do not want to be mucking up my...
I would love it if you move the camera up about an inch. Because then it's not like at your forehead.
Okay. We can do that. Hey, this one is looking really good back here. You know, the one that the purpley blue one? Now, I probably need to wash all these out, don't I? Really good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put them back in the bunch. So I can take them in and soap them up good. Okay.
Yeah, camera up. Perfect. Why do you turn it? Don't turn it. Just, no, the other way. And overcorrect.
Yeah?
Down in the back. There, bit more. but you're doing the right thing. Okay.
Is that good?
Thank you. Yes.
You want me to push it back that
No,
way?
you're good.
Okay. Can't see my belly or anything.
No. I don't, it's so funny because when you grab it, you always do that. And I'm like, why would you do that? Just
Well, I don't know.
keep it straight, lady.
I'm losing some really good stuff here, I feel like. Nah, not necessarily. Okay. So, here it is. This is my collage.
And y'all saw this in Makers.
Yeah.
Oh, this actually gives me, this can be like, you know, very late announcements. So this is P's entry for the Collage Challenge prompt, February 2023. We might need to think about shortening up the hashtag, but that's okay. Because some people mentioned that. It's like, man, that's a long one. It is. Even when I was writing it out, I was like, oh, man, this is a long one.
All the information that needs to be there is there.
Is there.
Otherwise, I mean, I don't know. Can you do numbers? Nobody's going to know. If
Oh, that would be terrible. No,
something.
no, that would be terrible. So yes, we have the collage prompt thing that's going on all month long, and then a new one will be done each month. Judy Pease, and she's the head of the collage prompt. We also have the color challenge, and that is headed up by Carrie Griffiths and Paula. This month is the Prussian blue and yellow.
Oh, where is my Prussian blue and yellow? Did you
Dude, don't.
Did you photograph it?
No. You didn't hand it to me. You said you were going to do something with it.
Well, I was, and then I think I put it back in the
Oh,
mix.
goodness. You see?
But I found one.
She did. She's like, this is perfect. Ay, ay,
Yeah, oh well. Maybe it's here.
ay. Maybe it's in there.
This is close.
Yeah?
I don't want to talk about that yet. All right. So the map is Christy Hartman's. Yes.
No. The map is Susan Dufresne's.
This map is Susan Dufresne.
Yes, we just launched that on Thursday.
Excuse me. And I mentioned when I talked about, and I'm going to bring this out here because I think it's such a beautiful. Hey, this is almost Prussian blue.
Almost.
Yellow.
But then not.
But this is that. The yellow that I pulled this with, and this is quite the accomplishment, I want you to know.
Oh, Rhonda said the handwriting on the words on this made her chuckle. And the funny thing is, we don't exactly know
Because
where
this is
they
not
came.
that's not my writing. It came from Brenhinall in the UK, but Talwood E. Post, I think it's in DG. But here's the date.
And we think that because of the date that it was something whenever people were sending out, we were doing the circle journal, where we do some journal page, you know, you do a spread and then people send it to you. And so we think that, yeah, the note was in there and everything. It's just kind of funny.
But I just thought, I mentioned this when I commented in the thing that I want that on my tombstone. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Yeah. Okay. But I want you to see, can you see the glowy? I'm very happy about this. Now, when I was talking to Susan, and she said something about, you know, what else are you going to do with that? Well, these little parts here, these little interesting parts, remember the Pouncy technique? So you can use that, like even if you wanted to on your ATC. And I actually thought about doing some more on this, but I didn't because I like it kind of simple.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you some other backgrounds that we considered, and I consulted with Mariah on this. Oh dear, this is going to be...
Why did you just keep those? Why?
I'm keeping all of those little pieces, Mariah. I don't want to hear anything about it. I know the bags and boxes if you've got little tiny pieces over there. So don't you
I do it.
admonish
This is
me
a little
about
bit of a
that.
problem. Okay, I'll clean it out today. Make it happen. Clean out my little hidey hole.
You're going to throw it all away?
I'm going to do something with it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I've got some different candidates or the background here, because this part I created separately. Then I thought, you know, I don't feel it's quite finished yet. So I went through all of my...
The post date was like way before that, Carrie.
Yeah.
He was thinking maybe from Fran whenever she was
Well, we thought too.
cleaning out her mom's house. But
Yeah.
this is way before.
Yeah, it's 2020.
Yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's 25/11/20.
Yeah. They do their date different than us. It makes my brain hurt.
Okay, so it'd be 11/25/20.
Yeah, like
Okay.
November 25th, 2020.
Okay.
Correct.
So this was a candidate when I started out because I thought, you know, this looks kind of mappy. That might look kind of cool. But I thought it was too busy.
Yeah. It's too big of a pattern.
Too big of a pattern, and the lines were pulling you off, and I didn't like that.
That was
And
same.
this one was very close. But I just thought that it wasn't
Color.
the right with the red.
Yeah.
I really did like it a lot.
The circles look like cute little olives, I think is what Christy's saying.
Oh.
Oh, they do. Yeah. Like a little
Yeah.
martini. And that was a
Oh.
drink that you had.
I don't like martinis.
I love
Mariah
it.
does.
I do. I love it.
I like this one, but I just thought it was kind of wimpy, and then it was divided here, you know, it's two parts anyway. And the yellow was not strong enough. Originally I loved this, but when I put this down here on this, number one, it was too much.
Yeah.
It pulled your eye away from what you wanted people to see there. So I'm saving that for another.
No, I like a Bombay gin. Dirty.
Now, you can't see it because I've got this other green, the Fran mappy print around it. But the reason I like this is because it came to the edge where all of the lines came in, but Mariah and I both decided it was too distracting.
Yeah.
There was too much contrast there, and it really caused you to look away rather than guiding you in. So, we just both said, you know, it needs to be plain.
Susan said P had mentioned she likes a stencil that she can use in multiple ways. I was responding to her.
Yes, and see, and here you can look at this beautiful yellow. But see, even if I wanted to tear out this section here, it's perfect. But look at this one. This one you could go all the way across and tear it out. Or you can do here. It doesn't have to just be a map.
Yeah.
It's more like Geopoly.
Yes.
A lot like Geopoly. And then here's the pull off from this one. I'm very proud of this print. I think this is a beautiful print.
Yes, it is.
But see, I couldn't have used that because it would have just been too
No.
confusing on what you want. When you are designing your collage, I think you should always keep in mind where do you want your viewer to look the most?
Yeah.
And I think it's very obviously, I have surrounded it with red. I put little dots that are saying, bing, bing, come look at me right here. And then this little cool little, this was, I'm showing Izzy how to tie a knot with paper. This was a cut off from the very edge of an envelope because I couldn't get it open.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, look, Izzy, if you wrap it around your finger and you pull it back through, hey, that kid can tie some knots.
Yes, you can.
And I did sign it, so it is done. We just have to mount it on something.
It is the Collage Prompt Challenge in Makers. So, Jill, whenever you go over, if you're in Makers, because that's where all the information is, so you need to, if you guys want to participate in these sorts of things, you need to be part of the Facebook group. It's just where we do this business.
You have to answer questions.
You have to answer questions to get in. When you are in there at the very top in the featured area, that is where like the most recent information about any of the swaps, like because we have the tag swap that's going on now. That one closed on the 8th, I believe, 7th or 8th. So partners, you have until the end of the month to send your tags. Ours have gone out. Very excited about that. Well, ours. I say ours because that was ours.
yes.
That was PM Artist Studio. We stamped it and everything.
It was not just one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to call Mariah in and say, I need some little fine tuning here because I've got some ideas.
Yeah, that needed.
But it requires gluing and measuring.
Yes.
I'm not a gluer or a measurer.
So yes, that's and then so we've got the color challenges, all of that stuff. But it's at the feature. You look up there, and then it just tells you what to do and what the prompts are, and then you can hashtag it and do whatever you want out into the social media world of things. Because I've noticed people are even posting over on Instagram. But in order to get the information, you got to be part of Makers.
Yes.
Yes. I guess, or you could. I don't know. Some people have posted it elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How much time we have?
You've got about 12 minutes.
All right. Well, I want to do a little gel plating because what is a session at PM Artist Studio without
A little gel printing.
gel printing? And I want to do it on these cards because I've even thought about, doing partial, how you just
Yes.
hit on some of it.
One of these days we're going to put this book together. Maybe like the last day of the month.
Yeah,
And fill it with all the tags.
absolutely.
We need to be making some tags. We just keep making papers. We need to make tags. And pages.
Yes. And the thing about it is, you have to have enough that because you're going to discard some of it. It isn't all going to work
No, we're not
from the
finished.
get-go.
We're
You know that. All right, now what I do with this when I'm doing a series, I lay these out here so that I don't have to fumble, because I'm a fumbler. And then I've got these over here.
Oh, Akiko, no, we say Makers because it's the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. Because we don't care, like, what level. I mean, if you call yourself a crafter, great, whatever. If you make something, then that's what Makers is about. And that's why we say Makers.
Yeah, and that's why we say mixed media, because we have crocheters, and Miriam is doing animation.
I know, it's so wonderful.
I mean, and I think there's a story there. I believe she said that
Yeah, it's
her dad was an animator, and so she has some of his tools, his equipment. I don't know, but anyway, it's very interesting. We'll have to ask her. She needs to tell us the story on that one too, and where she's going with stuff. The other person who's doing some really lovely stories. I love stories, and I did sell some of my jewelry just to family members and people, whatever.
right.
And Steve's mom said, I love the stories that go with your jewelry, because I would tell her about where the beads came from and, what I was doing when I got the beads or whatever. And she said, the stories just make it. Well, Jim, I think it's Jim.
I don't know. You gotta give me more information on like where we're going.
He's in Makers. He does the quilting things. The people. And the electricity was off at his house, so he went to a motel room.
You were obviously picking up more in Makers than I have lately.
Well, I think he's in Makers. He might be, I don't know.
She has other groups sometimes, and her feed is her feed. Like, she just,
I think it's just my personal, yeah. Anyway, very interesting person.
We would love Jim. You should invite him.
I should, now that I thought he was already there. But I'm pretty sure I saw some other of our people commenting.
Well, that it's kind of funny. We do have a lot of crossover and friends. But
this is true.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Z says Jim Hankins.
Yes. The quilter face guy. Oh my goodness, he does fabulously, but he tells stories that go
He needs to be in Makers.
Okay, well, some of y'all go over there and invite him. I will probably forget. You know how I am. Tell him that I talked about him.
Hello, Lollipop Strawberry. Please do tell us your name if you'd like us to, or we can call you Lollipop. Hello and welcome.
Oh, we do like us some lollipops.
Oh, gosh, yes, the babies got some
Yes,
issues.
one of the reasons I like to go to the
He used to be the gentleman crafter.
Oh, and his stuff is pretty awesome. The last thing he did was, he usually does women, quilting women.
Anne says she thought Jim was in Makers.
I think he is in Makers. See, and I'm pretty sure that he is.
I feel like I've never seen it, so.
But anyway, Jim, you need to come to our lives. I don't know where he's from. I forgot to look him up.
Everybody should come to our lives.
So that we can talk to you about your fantastic stuff. I'm going to start sewing one of these days.
We need to clean first.
Oh, we don't. You just say that.
You need more area.
I need to hurry up and get some gel plating done here. I'm going to try this thing.
Yeah. Yes, Lollipop. We are big on the mono printing. She's about to mono print something here if we stop yammer. we mainly do mono printing. There's always been some.
All right, now remember, this is a very strong purple. Whoa, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got
Oh, because, you
squeezed
squished it.
up.
She wasn't used to it being squeezed up.
You usually have to, sit there and work at it for a while. All right, so we don't want this to be so strong because we want it to... So what we have to do here... Oh, watch that.
Well, they can't see that.
No, that's just wonderful. All right.
You're
so
on the screen.
We're going to put some acrylic medium gloss gel.
I'm going to get one of those grippy hand things so I can just, move things around through the hole here.
What? Is this thing... Are things getting in the way?
Well, no, because you said, oh, look at that, but that's out of frame. There we go. Yeah. Now you're right in the middle. In fact, you should move your gel plate a little bit more my way. There you go. Wonderful.
All righty. Always make sure your brayer's loosened up.
That's what she said, too, about the bunny. Or Grumpy says that piece that you...
I know that. I said the same thing.
She's like, look, it's bunny ears, or what else did you say?
Coconuts.
Coconuts.
Seed pods. All right.
Hollyberries, yes.
This is way. Okay, we just got too much paint here.
Yeah, she is. She is closer than usual.
Paint, but we're getting a really nice purple over here.
There, I can help with that. There we go.
We'll just keep taking it off until... All right, so, FYI, the purple is extremely strong. I could have used about, a peppercorn size of the purple and then mix it with the... But I've got this really nice piece of purple paper over here. Okay, I don't want that.
Oh, Lynn says they look like folk art roses that she used to paint. Oh, that's very dark. I don't know if that was a good choice.
I don't know if it is a good choice or not either. I'm going to put some more.
Yeah.
Oh, here. Let's do this. This is always fun. That's pretty opaque. I don't do that. Hurry up and get to this before... Oh my goodness, look at that.
Whoa. That's like a mini skin trinket.
Looks like it's got a little boat. I hope we're not drying up.
Yeah, you were kind of drying up.
Kind of drying up.
It's alright. I need to get that stuff off of there anyway. Nah, I don't know about this. There you go. Ah, that's better.
Yeah, look at that.
Wonderful.
Isn't that wonderful? Oh, and look at, we've got some good crazing stuff going on here. This is the watercolor paper. What?
It's a skinket. A trinket and a skin mix.
Oh, look at that. We've got some wavy wonderfulness going on there. Wavy wonderfulness.
Yeah, I like the purple too. I like it mixed. See, it's more interesting that way.
It sure is. Still getting a little bit of stuff going on there. All right, now let's go with something really. I want something kind of.
So, which plate is this? This is your weird little 4x6.
Oh, it's just one that looked pretty clean.
So, this gel plate that's out here is probably one of our custom cut ones because we cut up our larger gel plates.
Losing my brooch.
Your brooch has not been nice to you today. It's just not.
Well, see, it's a snappy on.
Yeah, I never like that thing. It's just like a shoe clip, isn't it?
I think it is. I don't know.
That's what originally it's meant for.
I'm just getting so much. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm just out of it.
A lot of paint coming out.
A lot of paint coming out. A lot of paint doesn't need to come out. Oh, that's interesting.
And then the acrylic plate that her gel plate is sitting on is just a, piece of plexiglass.
Just wanted to do that because I wanted a little more of a interesting pattern going on here.
So hopefully that answers your question, Slolly.
A little bit more purple. Look at that. That looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And the thing that she's rolling out is a soft rubber brayer. And the paint is acrylic of various brands. The pinky and the light, colored purple are some color shift or color change.
That's some good stuff. If you don't have any of that, you need to be getting some of that stuff. And my face and my nose have been itching before I used the stuff today, so y'all don't worry about that.
Yeah, that wasn't. Was that not a little trinket on there?
Well, it was, but I didn't feel like taking it off.
Okay.
Wait till next time.
Yeah. That little oyster get bigger. That pearl.
Ooh. Yeah.
We're all, ooh.
Ooh. Let's get a little bit more. Let's try lime green. I'll probably brown out the red, but oh well. I wanted to
Fran's
say
stamp is awesome. I like the little poppy. I mean, it's
I
called
do
urchin,
too.
but
yeah, she calls it sea urchin, but we call it poppies.
the cough syrup does put P in a different place, yes.
I'm still snotting, but
Oh, Eddie says he has a nice brayer skin if you're interested.
I'm always interested in brayer skins.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something with those boogers one of these days.
Well, I think
just surprise the living
daylights out of y'all. Because we're not
Boy,
going to other language.
Yeah, all right. You're just so funny.
I think that, if we could wrap Archie's base in the skins.
Well, you would just imagine that Archie has a face. There's actually two.
What? What are you saying?
Two faces on Archie.
No, wrap the skins. The base, not his face, his base. Archie's base in the skins.
Oh, the base. I thought you had face.
It's it's getting weird here at the end. It's fine.
I think that costume was finally kicking in, though.
It was mentioned in the chat.
Gosh, this is such a grabby little booger.
Yes.
All right, let's try some hot pink. We haven't tried any hot pink for a while. Oh.
And hello, Tanya. I don't know if I said hello earlier or not.
One drop, not a lot. Look at that.
Love that paint.
Well, it's really kind of puny, and that's really one of the reasons I like it.
Yeah, it looks
it
crazy,
doesn't,
but
it doesn't just jump out, and smite you up the side of the head.
With all its pinkness.
Oh, look at that little bit down there. All right, look at that. Now, see how interesting that is?
Well, SWL, we have been, I actually did 2 streams in the last couple weeks, and we've been doing these after-hour ones. Those are me. And then we were kind of talking about perhaps
I have to restamp that.
Either adding a stream, or it has been mentioned perhaps just switching out one of the days where the 2 hours is me.
Yeah.
I kind of like that idea better. I know Brad's not like, he's like, more streams. And I'm like, maybe, but...
Well, here's the thing I told Mariah. I said, you know, it has to be on a day that we are already streaming because then I'm already dressed.
Have our makeup on.
And I have, you don't realize what a whip it is for me to get makeup on. Well, and you know, and just general, oh, look at how pretty that is.
See how, yeah, you gotta hold that up into the technology and show that business over the black, because that's where the color shifts really, the magic happens.
And you
there,
see it?
there you go. Now we're in the
See that?
zone.
Kind of turns into that really indigo, or that, you know, like blackbirds in the sunshine.
Yes. What color was the pink? Well, the thing is like you have to buy the whole set. But the pink was from,
and this is aqua green.
because this was the pink you used, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the pink.
And it's just the color change from the Shuttle Arts set.
This is deep green.
And it's the pink.
Why they call it that.
It's just pink. And we like the Shuttle Art set because you get more colors. Normally that wouldn't be like a big deal, but with these color shift things, it's tricky to like make a color.
Yeah. It really honestly is.
No, I would much rather do a live stream than video, because what happens with a video is that I have hours and hours of recording and then I edit it down, which
Takes a lot of time.
takes extra, additional time to do that. Plus then P and I will usually voice over that, because anything that is recorded around here on a regular basis is not
There's
audio
lots
you
of-
want.
Lots of stuff in the background.
Yeah, no, just things happening. So
Dogs barking,
our set aside,
doorbells ringing.
yes, stream time is ideal. Oh, that's cool. Evie is teaching Trish's brother how to jelly print. Ooh, that sounds fun. Did he love it?
I do. I love it. All right, well, this stamping stuff, this has turned out to be quite
Yes.
the deal.
Is this better? Okay, well, here's the difference. U.S. Art Supply iridescent paints are very opaque. For the most part.
Now, you can
Thin them out.
thin them out because, see, you can see here where you brayer it out a lot.
But they are more intense
They are more, way more. You
than
can
the
see that.
color change or color shift folk art. These are much thinner. They roll out thinner. It's just
They do some cool stuff. They can do the where they
well,
modeling.
look at the gentleman crafter is here. Jim is here.
Hi, Jim. We were talking
Sorry.
about
Were you bombarded with a bunch of people saying PM Artist Studios talking about you and would like you to be here?
I just mentioned that I loved your stories. Stories. I think stories are really important, and number one, it makes it more memorable. You remember it if you have a dialogue or something that kind of hook onto.
Mm-hmm.
So, I didn't remember your last name, but someone in the stream knew who I was
We
talking
love our
about.
people. They know people.
When I was describing, I said, he does the quilted ladies' heads, and he did a man the other day. But I said that you were in a hotel room for...
Just tell anybody your business.
Yeah, well, no, it's not any... He wrote about it, or I wouldn't know about it.
I guess that's true.
And I just said, his stuff is really awesome. You need to go over there and look at it, because it's the beautiful, beautiful quilts, and tells good stories.
Wow.
So, there we have it.
The ice storm. Oh, so are you here? Is he here in Texas? I mean,
Maybe.
I guess the ice storm hit other places, but I mean, we're Texans.
Yeah.
Are you here in Texas?
Let us know.
Let us know.
Inquiry.
Yes.
Inquiry minds want to know. I'm just putting those all around so you can really appreciate the beauty of what we did there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's in Georgetown. Well, we're in Saxe.
Georgetown is...
I think closer to Austin,
Oh.
I think. Or Houston. Closer to Houston.
We did have the ice, but it was not to the extent that y'all did.
Yeah, we have quite a few Texans. Mm-hmm. Well, wonderful.
Ooh. That's nice. Okay.
Well, you got 4 minutes.
We've got 4 minutes. All right. I want to do this because this is where I got the... I don't have this on a...
Oh, wow. That's a lot of red.
It is a lot of red, isn't
You don't,
it?
yeah, and you don't have it on a plate.
I don't have it on a... because I don't have any more.
Oh.
But I want to use... I want to use the turquoise.
He's like, oh my God, I was in the weirdest stream today with all these people. Okay, yeah, 8 miles from Round Rock, about 20 minutes from Austin. Okay, yeah, then my brain was hitting the right.
Another little trinket there. We are getting to the point where we're ready to start on decorating Archie. I'm feeling it. All right, opaque paint on opaque paint is lovely if you have a stencil down. So we're going to see, and unfortunately I can't pick it up and show you because it's on a piece of paper. I wanted to get something done with this because I've had it up there I don't know how long, and I was starting to worry about the condition of my plate because I had this stencil on it. When I pulled the stencil off, it came apart, but it was already one that I've been working on.
That was your Franken-stenciled one.
It was one of my Franken-stencils.
Because she doesn't have one of the cut ones. That's one nice thing about, the ones that aren't Franken-stenciled. Their joints are, connected. They don't come apart.
Yeah, well, this one came apart even more. So I have little pieces and parts, which I think I'm going to go ahead and paint and use them in a collage because I really like that motif.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay, well, y'all can't
just
see that until...
Oh, yeah, 'cause it's not on a thing.
Yeah.
See, this is how things were before the...
But look at that. Isn't that going to be fabuloso?
It was like a reverse reveal.
Oh, and this is the old stuff. I can smell it.
No,
Smell it.
I'll smell it.
It smells clovey and vanilla-y.
Gel press. Make some conditioner that smells the
Okay,
way
and
your
this
plates do.
plate, I can tell you right now, definitely needs some conditioning.
Yeah, it's looking a little...
See how it's looking dull?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to put this over here with this side down, which I don't usually do. I'm hoping that it doesn't leave a little wire rack.
All right, I'm going to go side by side since you don't really have anything out there and you've already kind of shown your stuff.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Well, I should go back through the watercolors real quick.
Okay, well, we're
Okay, there's that one. This one's still got a little glistening out there, but look what's happening with these.
So
Can I do it?
well, yeah, or you could have held it up, but sure, why not?
Yeah, is that good?
Hot mess of a stream. It's fantastic.
And I don't know, that's looking kind of pukey, but the thing about it is
Apple, please create an app that I can,
I don't really like that at all. There.
There you go.
There you
That fixed
go.
that.
Scare that. We got some nice grease.
Bye, Z. I'll try to get on later. I hope to make your stream. And then remember, guys, Sharon will be streaming right after us. She may have already probably headed out, but that's Texture Junkies. So if you want to head over to her channel, she's got some stuff going on, and she's doing something fun, I think, with the Defy people, that the disability artists with disabilities. They do a lot of cool things. I don't know exactly like how they say their thing, but that much I do know. Thank you all for hanging out with us once again here on a Sunday. Remember, we do this 3 times a week. That is on Tuesdays, Thursdays at 3 p.m. Central Time, and then here at 10 a.m. on Sundays.
Might be swapping up some of that. Maybe a Mariah makes on Thursday or something. You do Thursday thoughts and I do makes. Anne had a name. It was pretty funny. I don't think we'll be going with that because it sounded a little weird.
What was it?
We might get a different kind of crowd. But I did think it was funny and liked it. So, yes, we will be back here on Tuesday for Tweak It Tuesday. Maybe we'll actually be making a book or tags or something. I don't know. Maybe more just gel prints. We'll see. Anyways, be sure to hop on over to Makers. If you are new, do answer the questions. We'd love to have you over there. Many of these lovely folks that are here in the chat are also in Makers, and you get to see the awesome things that they make and participate in the awesome community that we have there. So be sure to check that out. The links for those are either in the chat or down below in the Show Me More area. Otherwise, we shall see you on Tuesday. Bye, guys.
Bye.